Hello guys, it's Gaza bringing on another little video in War of Tanks. This time we have a replay from the Big Bison, who is also known as Scrappycoco. He sent me this replay as his best game in the M18 Hellcat, American Tier 6 tank destroyer. The matchup is quite in not his favor. He's a Tier 6 tank destroyer which has no armor against several tier 8s, tier 7s and some, well, there's quite a large number of tier 6s, so it depends on how he plays this, that the game can be, you know, either good or bad, but I think the performance of the whole team will take part. So he's playing God Steps in encounter mode, something I don't see a lot, honestly, in terms of replays, because this map tends to be like everyone rushes the the 1 and 2 line. They fight there for around 15 minutes and after that they just change it, because of course bloody War of Tanks doesn't know that every single time I have this game online it's so hard to remember my preferences for how you show someone's life. But okay, let's get back to the game. So he got in a very good position. I saw Zero once play from this. He was in his leopard 1. It's a very good spot to, a very good position to spot, and now as we can see he started spotting a lot of enemies. I think some of them are on his behalf. Now he will have a shot on the AMX-45, but he's delaying the shot to not get spotted. And that's like asking for shooting, but he's doing the smart thing. He's not firing right off the bat, but he has an enemy behind him, and I think that's gonna be a problem in a second, because he's not concealed from the back, only from the front. And the enemy started capping, because his team, look where his team is. Two guys are going in the middle. I completely don't understand why. There are several enemies standing where he is pointing his gun at, and now, well, I think his team already dubbed this quite hard. It's 1-4, and the performance of the tier 8s just proves that in this game you don't have to be good to get something. You only have to play for a large amount of hours, which is also a good reason why I stopped playing War of Tanks completely, because if a game doesn't appreciate skill, then I don't see the sense. Because you can be as good as you can be like, I don't know, even Quickie Baby level, and you will win 60% of the games, but if you think about it, it's 60%. You're winning a little bit more than half of your games that you play, and most of the time you don't have this significant impact in the game. Well, you have an impact in the game, even, you know, significant, but it's nowhere near what it's needed to actually win the game, because if you're playing one against 29 other players, because that's how World of Tanks rolls, then yeah, we all know. Ouch, he gets hit. Oh, that was unfortunate. He gets hit by the MX M445 and actually shoots the gun mantlet. In his place I would shoot a tiny bit lower towards the middle of the tank, and now he's doing a double run. A light tank is saying go at base. I would want to point out you're already dead, so why are you taking the time and the space to talk when you shouldn't be allowed? That's weird. What the cap meter doesn't go down? Is it like in an encounter that if you don't kill everyone, then it's still gonna go up? Weird. Quite lucky shot for him. Now the enemies are found. They're in a good position. They knew where to position themselves to not get into direct fire from the top of the hill. But IS-6 will prove 2 tier 6s insignificant, to say the least. And the RT is doing some pretty damn good support fire. Yeah, the I6 actually, you know, towards the end of the game he started playing a little bit smarter. But as I said in the beginning, I wouldn't give this team that much of a chance to win in the beginning of the game, but now, slowly, through stupidity, they win. Because there's not a lot of good gameplay. I can see the RT is playing good, I can see the I6 and Scrappycoco is playing good, but that's about it. The rest is pure failure on the enemy's team part, that they, instead of going all towards the cap, like not all, but you know, all of those guys who went towards the cap, they stopped and went back towards the middle of the map. Why? The only reason would be if there would actually be a chance. And that lion, look at that guy. People like that should be banned from the game. He's not making the game more pleasurable for anyone except for himself. And he paid for that tank, really. In my if it was my own decision, I would ban those people from the game and not even look back, because getting that amount of money for wargaming isn't that significant, but still they don't care about the community in terms of, you know, who plays the game. They are only counting, this is a business for them, it's obvious, you know. We can hold them against it, that they are making this game a business.
Penetration.
Yep, that's probably a bot.
Got him.
Scrappy gets a kill. The lion isn't done anything in the whole game.
Enemy is hit.
Scrappy tried to go for his tracks, I think. They're just basically going behind him.
Enemy armor is hit.
But this guy was horrible. And it's because of idiots like that that I stopped playing. Because there's only a certain amount of, you know, stupidness that I can handle. And you can even see the Indian Panzer complaining about his teammates, and I perfectly understand him, you know. They had the advantage, they were winning, but if 2 tier 8 tanks are just sitting there in the base, not doing anything, then that gives you some kind, you know, of an idea that maybe this team isn't that smart. Now Scrappy is doing this pretty nicely. He's using the fact that the Chinese tanks don't have gun suppression.
They're knocked out.
And he finishes him off, finishing the game with 3 kills. So let's go check out the LPs for this game. So here you have the first plate for this game. 3,136 experience, 36,000 credits, Ace Tanker, Mastery Barge, Defender and Sniper. Quite an amazing first plate. And it gets even more amazing because even though this was a 2-time, it's on a non-premium account. With premium, Scrappycoco would get 4,704 experience, which divided by 2 gives us 2,352, which is still way more than most people are able to get with a single game. But let's look at the second plate. And on the second plate we can see the big Bison Scrappycoco is top of his team with almost 1.6 thousand experience, pure without anything included, but that's also because he got a lot of medals. He did 3,200 damage, which is quite an amazing score if you look at his team, because overall no one did in this game except for him. There are only 2 other guys that exceeded 2,000, and he's the only one who exceeded 3,000 damage. Most of the people that played this game didn't have a clue. Just nope. And we can understand why Mr. Indian Panzer was so butthurt in the game, because if you look at it, he was the only one that actually did a decent amount of damage, not including artillery, because we all know that RT doesn't require a lot of skill. And yeah, on his team, the IS-6 that we said a few good things about did 1.8 thousand, almost 1.9, so nice. IS-3 did above 2,000, and basically 2 artists survived in a KV-3 that didn't do almost anything. But yeah, let's look at the third plate now. And on the third play, we can see he shot 21 times, penetrated 16 times, inflicted 3,210 damage, received 2 hits for a total of 480 damage. He detected 2 enemies, damaged 8, destroyed 3, and had damage upon detecting 1,099. So nice scores. And base defense points 81, meaning he decapped in a very crucial point per se. Traveled 2.3, almost 0.4 thousand kilometers, 3.4 kilometer, which is a quite nice amount to go around. But then again, the Hellcat is a very fast T6 tank destroyer. So this is gonna be it for this game, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like and comment on it if you think the Scrappycoco did a good job, and I'll see you guys next time on the battlefield.